So, what do we do with the evil that's in the world? Let's talk about that on today's 10-minute talk. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Pastor Jay Wentworth, and welcome to today's 10-minute talk. I'm the lead pastor here at Spirit of Life Church in Yakima, Washington. Well, it's been a weird and crazy week with the assassination of Charlie Kirk and with school shootings, and really, there's been some nonstop stuff like that going on for a while now. And I think it just kind of came to a head with this last week. And so people started talking about the concept of crushing evil, of eliminating evil. And I just want to caution on how we're doing that and what our heart is behind that, because here's what I know. You can't fight sin with sin. And I talked about this yesterday in my sermon. Anger and malice is never going to be able to defeat sin, is going to be able to defeat evil. Now, righteous anger is different, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about anger, sinful anger, hateful anger. And unfortunately, because of our human condition, we direct that at people. But evil, my friends, is not people. Now, people can do evil things, but evil comes from the enemy. And I want to pull out a quote from one of my favorite Christian authors. His name is Steve Deneff, and he uses Romans 12:21 in part of this quote. So I just want you to hear what he has to say here. And here's what he says. A lot of people talking about crushing the evil as if it's a person. It's not. Evil is a disease. The only way to overcome it is to be healthier than the disease. Paul says in Romans 12:21, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. So if you think of evil, if you think of how Satan works through and into people as a disease, it kind of changes your perception on how exactly we fight it. I think everybody knows that you're not fighting disease with disease. I know there's vaccines and stuff that have the disease in them that's dead and yada, yada, yada. I get that, okay? But there's nobody who gets strep throat to fight the flu, right? It just doesn't make any sense. And yet, we spend all this time being so angry at people and angry at how evil they're acting. But what we really need to do is overcome evil with good. And that means, friends, we need to act more like Jesus. That means that we need to fill this world with the love and grace of Christ. Now, that doesn't mean, once again, that we just let sin take over the world. I think it's obviously the opposite, because I'm talking about us being overwhelmed with so much with the good of God that it just overflows into everyone, that we treat everyone with grace, that we look for peace, that we try to find common ground. Now, we're not going to be able to change everybody, but I want you to remember it's not the people that are the problem. It's the enemy that's the main issue here. He has given these people this disease. Now, a lot of them have willingly accepted this disease as just part of who they are. They have accepted it as part of their culture. And a lot of times they don't even know they have this disease. They don't see it as a disease. But friends, that's exactly what it is. Now, Steve says something very important here. We have to be healthier than the disease. That means, friends, we have to take care of our souls. We have to spend time and go see the doctor. And who is the doctor? It's Jesus Christ. He is our medicine. The Word of God is our medicine. Serving the Lord is our medicine. Worshiping the Lord is our medicine. Spending time in fellowship with each other is our medicine. So you see, friends, if you think that being angry at somebody or yelling at somebody or getting retribution, even though God says vengeance is mine, says not, we're not supposed to be doing that. If you think that's going to help you, it's actually going to make it worse. You're exposing yourself to that disease, because that disease, unfortunately, because of what it is contagious. And that's exactly the way the enemy wants it. He wants to divide us. He wants us to be scared of the disease and stay away from those people. And instead of staying away from them, we need to help give them medicine. And that means to pray for them. That means to worship the Lord around them. It means to expose them to the doctor. Help them see that this is what is good for them, and it's going to help them feel better. And we overcome evil with good. I also want to really quick go to Psalm 34:14, because it's a verse that's powerful to me because it's so simple. It says, turn away from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. You see how it doesn't just say the first part, which it does say that, turn away from evil. So don't just, ignore it. Turn away from it. Go the opposite direction from it. But then it says, the second part is so important. Not only to seek peace, look for peace, try to find peace in your soul with God and in the world between you and other people. This is not just peace between you and other people. It's not just peace from war. It's internal peace. It's spiritual peace. It's heavenly peace. And then it says, this is the most important part of the whole thing. Pursue it. Chase it down. Don't just think about it. Don't just hope it lands in your lap or hope the situation works out. Of course, we want you to hope that, but pursue it. Use the fruit of the Spirit. Use the gifts God has given you and pursue that peace. Chase that peace down. Chase the peace of Christ down. Don't wait until somebody else offers it to you. Don't wait for that peace to come around the corner for you. Chase it down, friends. Be hungry for the peace of Christ for this world, because that's part of that medicine. That's part of that good that overcomes that evil, that disease, is the peace of Christ. Understanding that there is something bigger, someone bigger out there who can help us heal, not just alone, but together. Part of the disease of evil is that it causes us to try to medicate ourselves with distractions, with entertainment, with drugs, that's the simple stuff, right? But all we need to do is be medicating ourselves with the Lord. He is our medicine. He is what will heal. He is what will give us peace. And we must pursue that peace. Seek it out, turn away from evil and do good. And guess what? That means you're going to have to give medicine to the sick people. You're going to have to bring it to them. Because there's a lot of people who are not going to come get it on their own. And I want you to tell me a time when somebody brought medicine to somebody else and were angry while giving them the medicine, and were upset while giving them the medicine. There are doctors who have to treat people who literally are yelling at them and shouting at them and resisting as much as they possibly can. And guess what the doctor has to do? The doctor has to stay as calm as possible. The doctor has to have peace about them and administer the medicine. Well, friends, if we're the nurses to Dr. Jesus, then we need to stay calm and treat this patient with the respect we would expect to be treated, even if they disagree with what's happening, even if they think the medicine won't help them, and we know it will. That disease has overcome them. And we're going to need to, with all the peace we have, with all the grace we have, with all the kindness we have, give them the medicine they need. Help them see that this is the correct medicine. Now, we cannot force it on them, just like any doctor would tell you. But what we can do is show them how good that medicine has been for us, how good it's been for other people, and how much Jesus can help them. So let's overcome evil with good today. God bless. Talk to you soon. Peace.